And so many people have a hard time with this. And I was built a little bit differently than most. So I don't know where we're going. I don't have a 5-year plan other than with my family. When it comes to like personal, I have a vision of exactly what I hope my family looks like 5 years from now. But as far as when it comes to my business and the way that I serve the world, I literally take it one day at a time. And the reason being is that in my experience, what I've found is that I have yet to meet anyone who has created a 5-year plan, that has created a roadmap or a path to how they're going to get there and actually taken that roadmap or that path. Things always happen. Something always comes out. So something happened to me a while back, Justin. I was studying successful human beings, and I was studying John Maxwell, and I was studying Les Brown, and I was studying Eric Thomas, and I was studying Jim Rohn, and I was studying Tony Robbins, and I was studying Warren Buffett, and I was studying John Rockefeller, and I was studying the Edisons and all of these, Neil Donald Walsh and Robert Kiyosaki and Napoleon Hill, right? And I'm just going through and I'm studying and I'm studying and I'm studying. And it came to the realization to be that the most popular and impactful and successful human of all time was this guy named Jesus. And I was like, wow, think about it. He has sold 3.6 billion books, right? 3.6 billion books of his story. The next closest best-selling book is the Harry Potter series, and they're at 700 million, right? So about 20% of this biography, this story of Jesus. And so I was like, man, he's the bestseller of all time. And his message, golly, he was only on mission for 3 years, and his message has transformed the way, I mean, our years are AD and BC, and our calendars, and Christmas Day is a celebration. And 2,000 years later, people are being baptized in his name and their lives are being transformed. And so I'm going, okay, he's the most successful human. As far as I'm concerned, the number one most successful human in the history of all time. And success leaves clues. And so I said, okay, let's look at what he had to do in order to create the success that he's had. Well, the first thing that he had to do is there were no cars, there was no internet, there was no emails, there was none of that. So what he had to do is, if he wanted to get an audience of 30 or an audience of 50 or maybe an audience of 100, what he would have to do is he would have to strap on like a pack. He would have to, strap his sandals on, like you said earlier, maybe grab a donkey, travel across these deserts and the storms that would come in. He would face hunger. He would face famine. He would face thirst. He would face people threats of death threats all around him every moment of every day. He would face disease. He would face all of these things, all of the elements, storms, everything, right? He would face all of that and have to travel miles on foot to go into some community and get an audience of 20 or an audience of 30, right? And so I looked at that and I thought, this is fascinating. Look what he's been able to do. And all he did was stay on 100% on mission. He knew that his job, his role was to offer hope for all. The least of these, the greatest of these, to offer hope for all. And his job and his mission was to make a connection between human beings, earth, and spiritual being, right? And spirituality. And it was his job to make that connection. And that's all he knew. He didn't know where each day was necessarily going to take him. He didn't know exactly what the roadmap looked like. He had an idea of what was going to happen in the end, and he spoke of that later in his life. But he literally just took each day staying on mission and did whatever it took, faced whatever elements he had to face in order to spread a message of hope. And so I have taken that ideation, that experience, the clues that were left behind by Jesus, and I go, dude, I'm in 2021. I don't have to face any elements. I can literally click a button. Like right now, you don't even know if I'm wearing pants. I don't even have to put pants on to be able to spread a message. And so I am using the tools and the technology that I have available to me. I am aligning with people that have the same heart as me, not necessarily the same belief systems. I don't care about that. What I care is that if you and I have the same heart, then together we can reach further. And so the plan before was show up every single day. And that's what I was doing with Rise and Grind. And then all of it, on Facebook. And then all of a sudden Clubhouse came up. And it's like, okay, I'm just going to show up every day and inspire, motivate, educate, and offer people hope. And we'll do that on Clubhouse. And that has blown up and expanded. And Clubhouse could be gone tomorrow. Rise and Grind could be gone tomorrow. Facebook can be gone tomorrow. All of those things can be gone tomorrow, but I will still wake up tomorrow and go, okay, what tools and technology and resources do we have, and who can I align with to reach as many people as possible with a message of hope, motivate, educate, and inspire. And that's just what I do, bro. Every day, that's just what I do.